Act as if what you do makes a difference. It does. The greatest discovery of my generation is that a human being can alter his life by altering his attitudes. The greatest weapon against stress is our ability to choose one thought over another. The greatest use of a life is to spend it on something that will outlast it. Pessimism leads to weakness, optimism to power. The art of being wise is the art of knowing what to overlook. I don't sing because I'm happy because I sing. If you want a quality, act as if you already had it. Success or failure depends more upon attitude than upon capacity. Successful men act as though they have accomplished or are enjoying something. Soon it becomes a reality. Act, look, feel successful, conduct yourself accordingly, and you will be amazed at the positive results. The world we see that seems so insane is the result of a belief system that is not working. To perceive the world differently, we must be willing to change our belief system. Let the past slip away, expand our sense of now, and dissolve the fear in our minds. Whenever you're in conflict with someone, there is one factor that can make the difference between damaging your relationship and deepening it. That factor is attitude. A great many people think they are thinking when they are merely rearranging their prejudices. Is life worth living? It all depends on the liver. There is but one cause of human failure, and that is man's lack of faith in his true self. Truth is what works. Action seems to follow feeling, but really action and feeling go together, and by regulating the action, which is under the more direct control of the will, we can indirectly regulate the feeling, which is not. There is no more miserable human being than one in whom nothing is habitual but indecision. Do something every day for no other reason than you would rather not do it, so that when the hour of dire need draws nigh, it may find you not unnerved and untrained to stand the test. A man has as many social selves as there are individuals who recognize him. The sway of alcohol over mankind is unquestionably due to its power to stimulate the mystical faculties of human nature, usually crushed to earth by the cold facts and dry criticisms of the sober hour. Man can alter his life by altering his thinking. Everybody should do at least 2 things each day that he hates to do, just for practice. Faith means belief in something concerning which doubt is theoretically possible. The community stagnates without the impulse of the individual. The impulse dies away without the sympathy of the community. No matter how full a reservoir of maxims one may possess, and no matter how good one's sentiments may be, if one has not taken advantage of every concrete opportunity to act, one's character may remain entirely unaffected for the better. If any organism fails to fulfill its potentialities, it becomes sick. Could the young but realize how soon they will become mere walking bundles of habits, they would give more heed to their conduct while in the plastic state. The greatest enemy of any one of our truths may be the rest of our truths. It is only by risking our persons from one hour to another that we live at all, And often enough, our faith beforehand in an uncertified result is the only thing that makes the result come true. Our faith is faith in someone else's faith, and in the greatest matters this is most the case. Individuality is founded in feeling, and the recesses of feeling, the darker, blinder strata of character, are the only places in the world in which we catch real fact in the making and directly perceive how events happen and how work is actually done. Believe that life is worth living, and your belief will help create the fact. It is our attitude at the beginning of a difficult task which, more than anything else, will affect its successful outcome. Acceptance of what has happened is the first step to overcoming the consequences of any misfortune. The deepest principle in human nature is the craving to be appreciated. When you have to make a choice and don't make it, that is in itself a choice. We don't laugh because we're happy because we laugh. Nothing is so fatiguing as the eternal hanging on of an uncompleted task. Begin to be now what you will be hereafter. To change one's life, start immediately, do it flamboyantly. Belief creates the actual fact. Most people never run far enough on their first wind to find out they've got a second. Our normal waking consciousness, rational consciousness as we call it, is but one special type of consciousness. Whilst all about it, parted from it by the filmiest of screens, there lie potential forms of consciousness entirely different. A chain is no stronger than its weakest link, and life is after all a chain. We have to live today by what truth we can get today and be ready tomorrow to call it falsehood. Human beings can alter their lives by altering their attitudes of mind. If you believe that feeling bad or worrying long enough will change a past or future event, then you are residing on another planet with a different reality system. If you care enough for a result, you will most certainly attain it. An idea, to be suggestive, must come to the individual with the force of revelation. Why should we think upon things that are lovely? Because thinking determines life. It is a common habit to blame life upon the environment. Environment modifies life but does not govern life. The soul is stronger than its surroundings. Genius means little more than the faculty of perceiving in an unhabitual way. Time itself comes in drops. To study the abnormal is the best way of understanding the normal. This life is worth living, we can say, since it is what we make it. Be willing to have it so. Acceptance of what has happened is the first step to overcoming the consequences of any misfortune. The world is all the richer for having a devil in it, so long as we keep our foot upon his neck. How to gain, how to keep, how to recover happiness is in fact for most men at all times the secret motive of all they do and of all they are willing to endure. In the dim background of mind, we know what we ought to be doing, but somehow we cannot start. The sovereign cure for worry is prayer. We are all ready to be savage in some cause. The difference between a good man and a bad one is the choice of the cause.